He says, I'm the front of house volunteer at my church. How do I quit analyzing and just enjoy worship when I'm not the one on the board? I mean, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah, so it's a challenge for me because when I walk into a room, my first thing is, wow, what are they doing? And some of it is that there's something that is actually wrong, like the PA isn't properly deployed, or there's a malfunction, or there's an instrument that's just not right. Stuff's not in tune. But some of it is just a matter of taste. Yeah. And it's like, man, what is up with the kick drum? Well, I got to get over that because nobody's going home today humming the kick drum, right? Except Travis.
True.
But it is difficult. And so I'm sure you guys experience this too. So let's take it to a broader question, right? When you're not on stage, but you're going to church, if you have that once in a blue moon opportunity, how do you disengage from this is what I'd be doing, or this is what I think they should be doing, and just experience for yourself worship or what God has for you? Because that's a tough thing to turn off.
I don't remember the last time I went to a concert and was able to just not think about all the things, even as a musician. But I do think that the more often and frequent that you engage in your worship as a musician, the more you're engaged and it's a worshipful time for you, like while you're performing. However much you can increase that, like you're more likely to be able, on the flip side, to also have a similar experience. I think if I'm playing bass and I'm just thinking extremely technical the whole time, criticizing myself, right, then when I get on the other side, I'm likely to be having that mindset towards whoever is playing bass as well. Right. So
that's great. Anybody else?
That's actually really spot on. And it's not, for a lot of us, it's not as simple as just everybody I think arrives at that place at a different time. There's still times where I'll go to church and I can't detach from it. And it's a struggle. It's really difficult because I can't separate the analytical side from the other stuff. And so I think that it may take time, and the more that you're doing it, the more that you are able to empathize with that situation and realize that it's maybe not the situation that you're in.
And it may be a red flag to you that if you do have trouble, just worshiping, that maybe when you are on stage, you are a little bit too critical. Maybe you need to loosen that up a little bit.
That's great. That's good. I think another thing, just for the front of house guys, I think there is a practical side too of if it's drastically different from week to week, and there's a major difference between what happens when you're behind the desk and when somebody else is behind the desk, whether that's theirs is better or yours is better. Why don't we work together with the worship team, the pastor, each other, to say, this is what our church sound is, and have a bullseye on the target for that, so that it's not, oh, great, Jerry's here today, this is going to be awesome, or it's going to be, oh, there's Jeff again, this is going to be terrible. It's like, why don't we help each other? Why don't we, instead of saying, that kick drum, why don't we find a way to encourage and help train each other and build each other up so that, man, Jerry, I love what you're doing to the kick drum. Can you show me that EQ and give me tips on how I can make mine better? And you can say that to him because the kick drum was great. And if the vocal was terrible, then you can say, man, sitting out there today, the vocal just felt kind of shrill when she sang that solo. Here's what I've done with her EQ, and it really helped. Maybe we can cut some of that 3K and maybe compress it a little more. So there's an encouragement part, there's a constructive part, but you as a team are working together so that if you're on an every other week schedule or 2 on, 2 off or something like that, that there's this common goal. And that then the worship leader can go, I know that when these guys are working, it's a consistent experience for everybody, and they can all walk away with feeling like they won.